There are a lot of timeline gaps in the new material coming out of Star Wars, especially the Boba Fett stuff. I thought I would take today to make this video as just kind of a way to chat with you guys. Maybe I'll talk some news and speculations, but I'm just going to wing it and tell you all what's up my sleeve with the fan fictions I'm doing and why I'm doing them. But first, I'm going to give a shout out to my newest channel members, Liverpool Nut and Colt. Thank you guys. These memberships are very important as they help my channel grow and I can release more content. I really do appreciate all my viewers. I feel very blessed to have you. So this video will be a hodgepodge of different topics. It's Saturday and I wanted to just keep it light. Today on Star Wars Fanatic. I started doing the fan fictions by accident, really. I wasn't intending on creating that kind of content, and I can't remember exactly how it started. Maybe it was the video about Boba Fett and how he survived the Sarlacc. I had a lot of fun doing that intro and pushed it a little farther the next time. Boba Fett is my favorite character. From what we see on film, he definitely didn't get the screen time he deserved. He had very few lines and even less action. My second favorite, Darth Vader, got plenty of screen time and action, so maybe that compensated for the lack of Boba Fett. Then novels and comics started being released in the expanded universe. I was finally getting Boba Fett the way I imagined him. Then Disney bought Lucasfilm and decanonized everything that wasn't in the movies or the Clone Wars series. So there I was, back to no real Boba content. I still like the Legends stuff, but now most fans were arguing that Boba Fett wasn't even a Mandalorian. I'm not even sure where they got that because all the old material had him as a Mandalorian. Nothing claimed he wasn't a Mandalorian in the movies and the Clone Wars, only had a statement from Prime Minister Almec. I was really starting to wonder what was happening. Then some fans started quoting Dave Filoni saying Jango wasn't a Mandalorian. If they would stop taking it out of context, what he actually said was Jango Fett was not a Mandalorian to these people, meaning Almec. That's completely different from what the fans are saying. But I have made many videos on this. I don't feel like I need to keep putting it out there until it's confirmed in the Book of Boba Fett, of course. Then, you know I'm going to be gloating. I have been called every name in the book because of my belief in Boba, and I just laugh it off. I'm not an angry nor vengeful person, but I am going to enjoy it when it is confirmed. Anyways, sorry I derailed for a moment. I got the biggest smile on my face when Boba Fett returned in The Mandalorian, and even more so when I saw he was finally getting a spin-off show. Finally, some real Boba Fett content. But some of the timeline was missing. How did he survive the Sarlacc? What was he doing for 5 years? Why did it take him so long to get his armor back? So, I started making up my own stories to fill in the timeline. I'm sure Lucasfilm's explanation of all this will be much more interesting and better than what I can create, but I'm just having fun doing it. In the process of writing it all, I decided to see if I could do the whole MCU thing and tie everything together, intertwine different arcs with Boba Fett. Sometimes it seems to get repetitive with everyone showing up on Tatooine, but that desert planet was the beginning of Star Wars, and it was the end of the Skywalker saga. It started on Tatooine, and it ended on Tatooine. It was very strong with the connections to the universe. How could it not? Two of the most powerful Jedi or Sith were raised there. So my love for Boba Fett and Mandalorians is fueling my fan fiction writing. I really hope everyone is enjoying it as much as I am enjoying creating it. They don't get as many views as some of my other videos, but that's okay, it's fun. So what should I talk about next? Alright, the Gina Carano thing. I tried to ignore it as long as I could, but I guess I'll talk about it. If you haven't heard, Gina Carano has been fired by Lucasfilm for some political remarks she has made on Twitter or something. I'm not sure if I really have an opinion on it. It stinks that they either have to end her character or recast her. I'd rather the character end, because recasting is horrible. It's like seeing a different Aunt Vivian in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Who is that lady? That isn't Aunt Vivian. Just end the character arc on a high note, that way it may be able to be brought back later on when the smoke settles. What are my thoughts on what she said and why she was fired? Well, at my job, if I embarrass my company on social media, they can fire me. I know this, so I just don't do it. She knew she could be fired, and new fans of the opposite political persuasion were already wanting her fired. Yet she continued to do it. It was only a matter of time. If you don't like the political beliefs of your employer that much, don't work for them. You could always work for someone else. Now, I doubt she'll be able to get a job anywhere else, and at least in an acting role. Is it fair? Not at all. I'm not into politics, but I see Mark Hamill spewing hate against the opposite party all the time on Twitter. I don't think anyone has the eggs to do anything to him, though. I just laugh it off. It's unfortunate that she got fired for this, but the story will go on without the character. It just sets a bad precedent for other characters and other actors. Now, angry fans will feel a sense of victory and go after more stars, not just in Star Wars, but everywhere. I'm not even sure the fans that attacked her were even Star Wars fans. It seems like Star Wars fans wouldn't do something to help tear apart the show that brought the fans back together. That's just my opinion, though. Did anyone see where people are having a fit about the female Mandalorian armor in The Mandalorian Season 2 and how it was anatomically correct? That is so crazy to me. Do we really live in a culture where we can be criticized if everything isn't unisex? The armor was made to protect human form. It was made to fit men one way and women another way due to their body structures. Look, I am all for everyone having a right to be their own person. I love it. I'm happy to live in a world where it is becoming more and more accepted. When I was a kid, if a man wore an earring, parents would pull their kids closer to them and away from the horrible earring guy. I'm glad that has changed. But come on, everything doesn't have to be unisex. Next thing, we will be going after companies that make athletic supporters because they aren't gender neutral. I'm sorry, I really got derailed here. I didn't mean for this video to become a rant, and really I'm not ranting. These are the issues today, and they're the issues of Star Wars and the challenges people face on a daily basis. We should accept each other for everything we are, and not for everything we want to change about each other. Conservative, liberal, whatever you are, it doesn't bother me and it doesn't matter to me. Why? Because you are a person first and foremost. You have a family that loves you so much, they gave you an individual name. And secondly, you are a Star Wars fan, and that connects us. Okay, well, thank you for listening to my little rant. I'd rather not see political comments below, so I probably won't respond to them. I really don't care about politics. So leave me a Star Wars comment. I love those. If you're new to the channel, or you haven't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on all my Boba Fett, Mandalorian, and general Star Wars discussions. Also, hit the thumbs up and show your love for what I do here and share the video with a friend. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is the way, the only way.